What's up, guys? This is U1 Universe, and this is going to be Steven Universe Episode 3 of Season 4. Before I get started, if you can head off to my DeviantArt to check out the newest update that I did on my Nobody Cries for Nothing series. This is supposed to be an update on the side story that is very important to the plot, so I don't even know why I'm calling them side stories. It's more like just chunk of a story that I'm taking from one part of the story than just bring it up to right now. And this update consists of the Virgin Mary, a character based off the Virgin Mary from the Christian Christianity, and versus 8 of the most powerful demon lords in hell. So you could probably already suggest what probably happens, but it's still something I worked like a lot extra time on because I wanted to make sure that the actual fight scene was creditable through like somewhat of a one-sided match and the feeling of this character going through this only because she's trying to see if her friend will save her. So yeah, there's that. So if you're interested, head off in DeviantArt and check that out. And I also like to let people know right here, right now, that if you are interested in the story and you have been like a fan of it or something like that, I'm starting to give off 100 to 200 points on DeviantArt to any amount of fan-made content. Because one of my biggest things I've always dreamed about when I was young, when making this story, was a fan base that this particular story would accumulate. And if that actually happens, I'd like to give back to the fans if given anything. Because so far I have been getting some fan art, not only just of me, of my channel, but just the actual characters and stuff. And just puts like a literal fire in my heart to continue moving forward into whatever I'm doing. And it's actually how I continued on with the story now, because it has been a while since I got back to it, because I was doing all the other things. But enough of that aside, if you're still here, you already don't know that the reaction's in the Google Drive already, so you didn't even have to sit through all this. Check out it, go down in the Google Drive now, and then check out the reaction. Come back if you want to hear my end review. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I just know that the last 2 episodes didn't really have anything serious, but it did, like, expand on character and stuff. So, we're just gonna get started. 3, 2, 1 now. Alright, well, I'm happy about this episode. First, it was just a little episode, I'm first harking back to all the old areas that we've known throughout the past of Steven. And also, before we get into the meat of things, I just want to point out something that I don't bring up, is that is the one scene where they show the palanquin, whatever that is called. But it's the scene where Connie's like, hey, what's this place? And Steven's like, I've never been there before, or something like that. And it looks exactly, if not is, the same thing that Blue Diamonds was in when we first saw her with the flashback with Sapphire and Ruby. If that's the case, that's interesting to see. It's just interesting to see, knowing that it's somewhere out there, and I want to see them get to it. I think that's subtle foreshadowing to them getting to it at some point. I don't know what like specifics it's gonna have to the main story, but it'd be pretty cool to see something of Blue Diamond, because I'm at least 85% sure that is Blue Diamond's Plalakin. It's somewhat different in design when it came to like the weird stick things that's coming out of it, but who knows, probably a transformer. So whatever. Yeah, I just want to talk about that. Also, during the thing, forgive me because I accidentally called Buddy Dewey because I was thinking of an E name, and I was just thinking Dewey for some reason, even though it clearly wasn't Dewey. Dewey was the captain, Buddy was the other guy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But hope you guys enjoyed. And I don't know why I'm doing this. I hate ending off things because I think that's actually the actual ending. I'll see you guys then. And see how all this was recorded and documented by Dewey himself. And stuff like that. For everything, the main, like, what's up with the Steven Universe episodes and showing that one thing, but not fully explaining it to the point where you just have to hate them so much that you have to put a theory up, and then hopefully it's good or enough to be right. But in this scenario, it's just like, we see what happened with Lion, I guess, but not really, because none of them were pink. So now there's a theory for me about what if Rose put her essence of sorts in one of the lions, because it turns out she had like a pack of lions with her. So does this mean that other lions are out there just like Lion if given this sort of thing? Because they weren't pink. So that's interesting. It's an interesting take. And knowing my comment section, there's probably already like 3 theories about it right now. So how about you check those guys out? But for for me, it's just like it's interesting. And again, I'm gonna say this: I don't care if Rose is evil. I don't care if she's not evil. I don't care if she's anything. For me, she's a great character. Every single time I see her, she's always doing something either inspirational for another or just in general being a kind, thoughtful person. She has some horrible like chemistry when it comes to her own kind, aka the Gems with Bismuth, her home race with the rebellion. But when it comes to humans, she is legitimately a nice being. Kind of like Katrina in that sense. She will basically dog on every other angel, but when it comes to demons and even humans, she will be a kind-hearted soul, but will be very bad with her own kind. This is like a dynamic there. I love that. And yeah, okay, but I like this for the harking back developments. Steven and Connie hanging out together. Where did Lion go? I probably won't be explained, but because I would wonder where a lion like that would just go on his own when Steven and Connie aren't around. It's actually something interesting to me, and yeah, it was good. And I like the old timey costumes that I'm pretty sure I'm at least 98% sure, at least for Garnet, 98% sure that was the exact same costumes that they had during the time when Garnet said the picture, and she said the hardest part was getting the shark to be into place and when she's punching it, which I like that. That was cool. And yeah, because I think the Rose was no was I don't remember again I don't remember the picture, but I do know that Garnet specifically had that on when punching the shark. And I think Rose was the only one that didn't have anything new, but I'm actually gonna take that back. I think she did have something like different on, but it was good to see that that was Rose. She had like a pack of lions, male and female alike, and she's just in the desert helping out random dudes who are stupid enough to just walk in there without water and other stuff. So does this also mean that Lion is legitimately from that area? Because of course it could be obviously said that he's from that area since we found him there, but I had like Lion seems like a wanderer to me. I thought he would just be wandering around and he just happened to be there and stuff, and now he's part of the group. But okay, whatever. We'll find out sooner or later about this. Who knows? They might go back or something, or find something that's there. They're in a library filled with the books that he has made, and he said he filled an entire library with it. So this isn't the only book that they can find in this library to read about. So who knows? There's maybe a plot point where they have books and they just read about it, and we learn like a new bit of stuff every now and then. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, this was a great episode. So this is Do You Want Me to Universe? See you guys next time. As for Pokemon, almost about to get started on the full watch of the Kalos League. I'm gonna wait until all the episodes are done and then make it all into one video, because things have been. This is the problem with not doing a reaction as soon as possible. You start to hear things, and those things can go throughout word of mouth and social medias pretty fast. And I'm not gonna believe it until I actually get to it. But if it's true, I'm gonna just have like I'm gonna have a video, and I'm just gonna talk about the entire Kalos League as a whole, and pretty much the whole series as a whole. While in the description we'll have all the Google Drives of all the reaction episodes. Because at first I was gonna make it like episode 1, 2, 3, but since the conclusion is already there, I think the suspension of whether or not Ash will win or lose or not has already been there. I myself don't want to be spoiled on that. I want to have the disappointment or the joy come to me as it happens. So don't do anything like that. Just know that it's on this way. Probably gonna be next week or so. And yeah. So this is Do You Want Me to Universe? And I'll see you guys next time.